Sometimes things happen that are so wild, even the most skeptical folks would be like, nah, no way that actually happened. If it weren't for someone recording it, nobody would buy it. Luckily, in the age of smartphones, there's always a camera rolling somewhere. From crazy fails to full-blown glitches in the Matrix, today we're checking out clips that are so unbelievable you'd swear they were fake if they weren't filmed. Before we jump in, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's go. Everything at work was chill until someone noticed a black cat bumping its head against a glass wall trying to escape. One of the employees even stopped what she was doing to help, but before she could make a move, something absolutely insane happened. The cat backed up, ran forward, and just phased through the glass, like gone. No open door, no break in the window. It was like the glass never existed. Even the employee was left frozen, like, did that cat just teleport? No wonder black cats freak people out. This one just pulled off some straight up witchcraft. Soccer fans are passionate and sometimes a little too bold. During the FIFA Club World Cup, a Fluminense supporter from Brazil decided to mess with some die-hard Inter Milan fans in the most disrespectful way imaginable. He slapped ketchup all over his pizza, right there in front of the Italians. If you know anything about Italian food culture, that's basically a declaration of war. The look on their faces, pure horror. But in the end, Fluminense beat Inter 2-0 on the field and scored a psychological victory with that ketchup move. Still, someone better tell that guy to never visit Italy. He might get banned at customs. Nowadays, everyone's using AI for everything, from school papers to party speeches. But if you're gonna fake it, at least read it through first.
Tenha mais festa, mais união e mais alegria para nossa comunidade. Boa noite e que Deus abençoe cada Se quiser algo mais informal ou com mais emoção, possa ajustar.
This guy was giving a heartfelt speech at a June festival, thanking everyone for showing up, but forgot to delete the ChatGPT notes at the bottom. So he just kept reading, even the
Se quiser algo mais informal ou com mais emoção, possa ajustar.
You can rewrite this to sound more personal part. Instant bust. The whole crowd realized it was 100% AI generated. Dude didn't even try to hide it. That's next level awkward, especially at a small town event where everybody knows everybody. If parallel parking gives you anxiety, your dream ride just dropped. Meet the 80M9. While this lady casually got out of her car in the middle of the street, the car itself scanned the area, found a spot, and parked perfectly, all by itself. No scraping the curb, no 37-point turn, no yelling from a backseat driver. This luxury SUV from Huawei uses smart parking tech that finds a space and slides right in, hands-free. Imagine how many fender benders this could prevent. At this rate, driving tests in the future won't even include parking. This girl just wanted to film a cute TikTok, but ended up recording what looked like a literal glitch in reality. At the beginning of the clip, there's no one around. She walks into frame and boom, suddenly there's an old dude on the sidewalk behind her staring at his phone. Like, where did he come from? There was nobody there a second ago. No cuts, no edits, broad daylight. Just a guy materializing out of nowhere. Either this was the smoothest edit in TikTok history, or we just witnessed a legit time traveler who forgot to cloak properly. This guy was so hyped to get a jersey from his hero, he forgot to actually look at what it said.
Como é o nome desse cara aí? Hã? É o Bob Marley. Que Bob?
Turns out he thought it was repping Neymar, the Brazilian soccer star, but in reality, the design and font were a full-on tribute to Bob Marley. Yeah, the reggae legend. Maybe he loves both, or maybe someone at the merch table messed up real bad. Why pay for a professional when you can just ask your cousin to film your wedding? Right? Big mistake. This guy started fiddling with the camera right as the bride and groom went in for the kiss. Yep, he missed the most important part of the ceremony. Later, he tried to recover by switching to the selfie cam, but all he got was a panic shot of his own face. That's what the happy couple has to remember their big day, his confused, sweaty expression. That's gonna be an awkward family barbecue. You ever dress so stylish that someone thinks you're homeless? This guy was doing a fit check video in the middle of the street, showing off his fashion-forward look when a sweet old lady walked up and tried to give him food. Thinking he was down bad. She meant well, but wow, that had to hurt. He thought he was giving model vibes. She thought he needed help. Moral of the story? If grandma thinks you're living on the street, maybe it's time to rethink the outfit. Imagine your car is parked peacefully, minding its own business, and suddenly, a huge tire comes bouncing down the road straight at it like a heat-seeking missile. That's exactly what happened here, except this guy got insanely lucky. The tire hit the ground just a few feet away and somehow bounced over his car instead of smashing into it. No dents, no scratches, nothing. That tire had a change of heart at the last second. Maybe karma was on his side that day. This guy was so excited to mount his brand new TV on the wall. He followed all the steps, got the tools, measured everything twice, and then he let go of the TV too early. Crash, boom, gone. That beautiful 50-inch screen is now a cracked 40-inch disaster. And no, the warranty doesn't cover oops. Lesson learned. Maybe let a pro handle it next time, or at least call a friend for backup. You never know when life's gonna throw a curveball, and thank God someone's watching over us when it does. This woman was walking down some stairs with her hands full when she tripped and was this close to smashing her head on the floor. But just in time, a guy popped out of nowhere, caught her mid-fall, and probably saved her from a trip to the ER. Or worse. They both stood there in shock, like, did that just happen? Some heroes wear capes. Others wear baseball caps and backpacks. This guy thought scraping the ice off his car was his biggest worry that day. Nope. A massive chunk of concrete fell right where his car was parked, barely missing him. If he'd been standing a few feet over, it would have been game over. Turns out in some cold places, ice buildup can put so much weight on structures that things just start collapsing. This dude picked the absolute worst spot to park, but somehow lived to tell the tale. They say it's good to teach kids how to cook early, but maybe not this early.
Kasih mo sigarilyo kya?
This little girl was helping her mom in the kitchen and was told to just add a little salt. Her definition of a little was the entire salt shaker dumped straight into the pan. Bye-bye, dinner. If this was in Brazil, there's a good chance her mom would have made her eat that salty mess just to teach a lesson. Next time, maybe start with something safer, like peeling bananas. You've heard of carjackings, robberies, but a gate napping? This grandma got straight up trapped by an automatic gate while walking past someone's house. It closed on her like she was a prisoner. Thankfully, the homeowner was just pulling in and saw her stuck inside the driveway like, who's that? He opened the gate and let her out. Crisis averted, and get this, it's not the first time this has happened. Another clip shows a lady in Goiânia, Brazil, casually walking by when a gate suddenly swings open and sweeps her into a garage. She was stuck inside for an hour before neighbors came to help. So yeah, next time you walk by a gate, maybe give it some space, just in case it's feeling grabby. This one's straight up terrifying. A security camera in Chicago caught the exact moment a truck exploded. Out of nowhere, in the middle of a quiet neighborhood. The blast was so massive, pieces of the truck flew several blocks, damaging houses up to 2 streets away. It looked like something out of an action movie. Amazingly, the driver only had minor injuries, and no one else was hurt. Officials later said the explosion was likely caused by a leaking propane tank. Moral of the story, if you ever see a propane truck, maybe don't tailgate it, ever.